your first, like how you will get your first, career in like literally in less than 5 days using the methods or secrets that, we have in this book, the book that I'm about to show you. So I get a lot of emails saying, Kamal, yes, internet marketing and implementing a lot of, tactics and strategies. But guys, yes, we do implement, strategies. Yes, we do have our own frameworks and the systems and processes how to get, carriers. So, and obviously I get knowledge somewhere, right? I learn, maybe I read, maybe I hire a coach or mentor. And by the way, the author of this book, maybe some of you guys, maybe you know him. It's his name is Russell Brunson. He is the what I would say he is the internet marketing. I would say the guru, or I would say he is the guy. When you think about internet marketing, the Russell Brunson, he's the number one, right? And actually, he's one of my mentors. That's him. And I remember we struggled really badly, like in this. Not we also struggled in the trucking business, meaning the Prime Express LLC, which is my career side of the business, and we also struggled. Like I would say, getting carriers on board, saying, "Hey, we have this independent freight dispatching services," and it's really hard to put your services out there so that people get excited and say, "Hey, well, yes, I want to try. I want to be with you. Let's get the ball rolling." That the marketing message is what we were missing. And obviously, in order to put your message out there, there's some processes and methods. And one of my best friends, and he is also like the internet marketing gurus, and he said, Kamal, read this book. This book will change. And the book is The Traffic Secrets. I remember I shared this book maybe about a year ago, maybe less than a year ago, that that this is updated version. A lot of my students get really positive results. And guys, I had one of my students, in a little bit of a backstory, this student emails me and say, Kamal, I need you to talk to you like SAP. Like, Kamal, I really need your help. And like, I took it really seriously. And I sent the Zoom link and I said, hey, I'll be available within 20 minutes. Let's hop on a Zoom call. And then I'll, give you my, 30 minutes, free one-on-one coaching and see, what I can do for you. So, and she said, Kamal, and we on a Zoom call, we're talking. And then obviously she's crying. And then one of the reasons, why she's crying is she was scared. Guys, it's really scary. I've been there. I know. She was running out of money. That was her challenge. That was, her situation. And it's like, Kamal, yes, we have these, methods and tactics that you taught us, but I'm running out of money because of the marketing. And guys, and again, you need some, you need money to advertise, right? So you need to put your, words out there so that people can reach out to you. And he was kind of trying to get there fast, even though I told her that, hey, listen, you need to kind of implement like free strategies. Like, we teach some, free strategies. You'll get customers, and then you get up and running, and you'll generate some revenue, and then you can invest in paid ads so that you can scale. But she, did the other way around, and she said, Kamala, let me spend some money on Facebook ads, Google ads, or YouTube ads, whatever, so that I can get there fast. But it doesn't work that way. Like, I highly recommend not going there until you reach maybe 10, 15K per month level with your business. Then you can take some, money out of your business and invest in paid ads. Paid ads is crucial. So, and I said, hey, listen, this is what I can do for you. I'll give you the resource, but what you need to do is just take it in, slow down, read it at least maybe 2 to 3 times. Take a lot of notes, but most importantly, start implementing, and you will see results. I don't know, within a couple of days. Like, this is why we created this, title. We said, I think this is the best title for this, video. It's like in less than 5 days. Absolutely, guys. You can get carriers like today. It's not hard to get carriers. The thing is that keeping them, in the game, convincing is not hard, because they're in, they need independent freight dispatchers. But thing is, like, keeping them in the game, and obviously, what was promised, you need to deliver. This is where you need to kind of focus on, like getting carriers. If you have a social media presence, if you have your website, getting your words out there, it's not hard. And this book will help you for 100%, right? If you take it seriously. When I say take it seriously, guys, one of the I would say the important part is that in this is that you need to believe. In everything boils down to belief. So if you don't believe that you can get carriers like within a couple of days, you're not going to get there. That's for sure. So if you believe that you will get there, and then if you trust, for example, I trust Russell Brunson, right? And I paid, guys, and it's total transparency, 100% honesty. I paid thousands of dollars to be right next to this guy, right? So you can Google him. I'm not gonna spend some time going over like this is who he is, and then like, he's the guy when it comes to internet marketing. And by the way, when I say internet marketing, guys, you need to take your business and be online. So if you're not online, you're losing a lot of money, and I'm telling you, you're not going to survive. Things changing rapidly. Like yesterday, maybe you guys know this. Maybe watch the presentation. Facebook changed name, right? It's like it happened like this. And by the way, the presentation for the Mark Zuckerberg, it was awesome. I watched, I think, I believe like 2 to 3 times. Like we watching it, then going back, rewatching it. It was so exciting. Like there a lot of things coming in, guys. You need to be there in social media, searching for carriers, talking to carriers and getting them on board. So we'll watch the video on this topic, which is the traffic secrets, guys. This is awesome. And by the way, this book, it's free. They just cover the free shipping. And again, guys, this book, valuable book that changed many of our students' lives as well as their businesses. It same applies to our businesses. We gone from like for 5-figure business to a 6-figure business to a 7-figure business, like no time. Everything is here, guys. I'm telling you. And this is why I think he called the traffic secrets. And by the way, the traffic means people rushing to your website. Think that way. The traffic is actually people. It's not the traffic on the the cars and etc. No, it's like people rushing to your website. This is what it is. And we will watch the real quick video, and then we'll go from there.
If anyone is doing any kind of marketing, you need to get this book.
This book is a trilogy to his 2 other books, .com Secrets and Expert Secrets.
And now it's time for Traffic Secrets.
This book is incredible.
If you want to start or grow your online business,
this book covers everything. It literally inspired me so much.
This stuff is so powerful. The strategy here is so intense.
Finding where your traffic is.
Your dream customer.
Facebook ads, traffic strategy. Google ads. These are real secrets. Why is he telling us this?
This is how ClickFunnels market. Our business was kind of already on fire.
And it's just like pouring gasoline on the fire.
This is the one thing everybody needs.
You could read just one chapter and change your business.
This book is about evergreen traffic. That's why you want to get this book and study it.
This is basically a recipe for sustainable businesses.
It literally changed the way we do marketing.
It's the most powerful book on how to get traffic ever created.
This book is incredible. I highly recommend that you pick it up, buy it right now.
There you go. Isn't it awesome? This, I'm not going to, talk more about this book, and you guys know the drilling. We will talk, 5 to 10 minutes about the thing that I'm about to, share with you. And then obviously we start, taking some, questions. But guys, there will be a link below this video. And again, guys, it's like, it's your life, it's your business. You want to take your business to the next level, guys, this is what you need. That's it. So let's take some questions and see what happens, and then we will go from there. Awesome. So I like your content. Awesome. Well, let me see. Take this. Are cold calls effective? There you go. Awesome. Guys, I don't teach and I'm not into cold calling, but the cold audience is basically, for those of you who don't know, the cold audience means that, they don't know anything about your business. And let's talk about like social media, specifically Facebook. So if you are maybe planning to run maybe some Facebook ads and thinking about like, I have some budget, I want to kind of invest in, social media, meaning the Facebook ads, and see what happens. Maybe you have a website. And by the way, there's a website in the sales process. So there's a difference. We'll come back to this. But if you have the website, then obviously you can, start advertising. So then cold audience means your, the carriers, right? So the clients. They cold, in marketing language, cold means they don't know anything about your business, right? And you start advertising to them, and then they'll be scrolling on the Facebook. The new name is Meta, I think, or Meta, something like that. So then scrolling, and then they will see your ad, and then they will click, and then they will land on your website. And actually, this books teaches you how you can do that. So it also talks about the what are the differences between the website and the sales process, which is funnels. And those are the people cold. They don't know anything about your business. You don't know anything about your business, and thus converting them is really hard, right? So there is a specific method. You need to warm them up, then you start pitching your services. Cold calls, it's like no different. Maybe you got some names and, I don't know, email addresses, and I would say the phone numbers, and you start calling them. And one of the resources I would share with you is a DAT directory. You will go there and then search for carriers in your area, and then you start calling them. I don't teach cold calling because I personally, it's my opinion, it takes a lot of effort to convert carriers or potential prospective clients. But I'm more of into like automating the system, right? So there is a system, and again, in this book, you can learn about this warming up, sending some emails, and then warming them up, then push them to a Zoom call or a phone call, then use whatever the script you have. And guys, by the way, you must use a script. So I'm not saying that, hey, buy script over there or here, but what I'm trying to say is that you can develop your own script, but you need to test. Always have the control meaning you come up with the script, use it, and see is it converts, and what's the conversion rate. So if you called, let's say, 100 people, and then there's like 5 people said okay, we'll see what happens, and the 95% of people said no, then something wrong with the script, right? So you have this control, then you create new one, but you're testing against the control, right? So you're not creating a new one, but then you just like, okay, I use this script, and what happened? Let me use this phrase, or I don't want to use this phrase. Let me put this, and then this is how you test. But then again, guys, it takes some time. But once you get to the point where your script, converts, that's it, right? So you can close them like this. It has to be a controlled conversation. So, and as I said, cold calling effective for those people who know how to do it, right? And I think you need a script. So then I think it's effective. But like as I shared my opinion, I don't do cold calling, and I don't recommend to my students either doing the cold calling. So let's see. Let me see. One of my students, hello Kamal, totally agree, absolutely. I think Vladimir, he's from Ukraine, and he also before he joined the program, he was doing the cold calling. So coach is showing tools, and our mission is to understand how and why we use it. Awesome. So let's see, how much initial investment is required for effective marketing online? I'm a dispatcher and wanted to grow my business. Awesome. So that means you already started. Congratulations. And maybe you have a carrier 1 or 2. Then it's all depends. But there is I would say, rules of thumb, or here's what I will do. So whatever you're making, for example, right, you take 10% of that and then invest in the Facebook ads or paid ads. Because when I say paid ads, it's basically covers like, YouTube ads, Google ads, and, Instagram ads, and the what is it, TikTok ads. Now, people doing TikTok ads, and they're pretty successful with this. 10%, meaning if you, let's say, and again, coming back to this like 10,000 level, meaning you must be at the 10K level, then you can invest. But this is what I would recommend, since you asked. But I don't recommend like just if you're making like 1,000 or maybe 2,000 or 3,000, or I would say less than a 5K per month with your business. I would say you should focus on the free marketing strategies or organic outreach using like social media. So think about that way. So then if you get to, let's say, by leveraging this free advertising, then you go to 10K or 15K level. This is where you start thinking about scaling the business, right? But it's exciting, but at the same time it's scary. Why it's scary? Because when you have this, let's say, $1,000, $2,000 per month on advertising, you will get a lot of calls, right? So, or a lot of visitors, and again, traffic, right? So you will get a lot of people, and then they will be calling you. So you must be ready for that call, right? So you must have, let's say, maybe team members already, and this is why you are at the 10K level. Then you have these, maybe 1 or 2 dispatchers helping you, team members, maybe virtual assistant, that helping you to get there. Then, people will be calling you, and then you start closing them. And I think this is my personal opinion, and I definitely recommend you need to you must have the lead generation machine. And then I said something like well-oiled lead gen machine, right? So it works 24/7, 365. If that system stops and you're not generating any leads, you don't have a business. It's scary, right? So and again, 10% whatever you make, and then recommended level it's 10K. So let's see. Park says, record your calls and make changes as you go. Awesome. Yes, I totally agree with this. And I mentioned in one of my YouTube videos, and I said, yes, you must record the calls. There softwares, and you're free to email me at info@dispatchtrucks.com, and then one of my team members will share the link for the softwares. There's some softwares that you can use in order to okay, so I made this much calls, this many people picked up the phone, actually start talking to me, this much people said no, and then I have 10-15% they said yes, and you have these conversion rates, right? The KPIs. So key performance indicators, for those of you who don't know the KPIs. So this is very important. And once you know this, then obviously why are you recording in the first place? Because you need to go back and listen. You said something, and then it's something triggered in carrier's mind, and there's like, oh no, don't use that, right? So maybe it's like, it happened. Maybe you offended them in some way, right? And I'll share this. This is very important. And we're listening to a recorded, sales call, and I see that one of our sales guys are using we will help you. We will help you. And then we will listen to the prospect. He's saying okay, how? The tone of voice, it was I was telling to my team member, saying listen, this prospect was offended by just helping, right? So you need to use the language. It's very smooth and and obviously you're guiding the conversation, but some prospects will be like, you're helping, who are you? How you can help me? I know my business better than you do, right? So there is a strategy, there is a tactic. And obviously, most important thing in the cold call, or the actually a calling and closing, is the logic and emotion. So if you don't know the balance, that's it. It's gone. You're not going to close it. This is very, very important when it comes to the sales script. Okay, cool. So let me see. Let's take this. What are the 3 marketing strategies? I don't know why 3. There are a lot of marketing strategies. So one of the strategies, and again, guys, there should be a plan. This is very important, and I've been talking about this, the marketing plan. You must have a marketing plan. That's the number 1. And then obviously then you create strategy around this. Then you create tactics to execute on strategies. So There's no strategy if there's no plan, right? So you must come up with the plan. So you have this plan. Now you're creating strategies. Okay, these are my strategies. I'll be leveraging social media, specifically, Facebook, and these are the tactics. Okay, so I'll do this. I'll have a couple of these types of creatives, and I'll do like 5 minutes video, and then I will do 5 seconds video, and these are the tactics, right? So this is how you execute on strategies. So I'll just because I don't know your marketing plan, one of the strategies is social media, right? And more specifically, Facebook. Leverage that. That would be the one strategy. That I think that is the number one strategy. You don't need other strategies. So if you have a YouTube channel, then maybe you can do like YouTube ads, webinars, killing it. Some of my students email me saying, Kamal, and again, to Russell Brunson, the perfect webinar pitch. And what happened? She created the webinar, and I was like, what like how is that? To tell me more about the webinar. And she said, well, there are some carriers that I was kind of targeting carriers, saying that, hey, these are the problems you guys are facing, and this is how could be solved, and here I am, I can help you. That was the idea. And she has a lot of clients, and what she told me that is it's impressed me. She said, come on, we stopped the Facebook ads, because we, like, as I said, it can be exciting to get there, like more clients, but at the same time, it's scary because a lot of people will be coming at you saying, yeah, I need your help, but you must be ready. So, awesome. So it's not 3, it's free. Awesome. Got it. So the free marketing strategy is obviously, and again, it's the same thing. It's a Facebook, but then you can like decide you want to do free marketing or you want to do paid. So there's like 2 types of marketing, like advertising, like free or paid. The Facebook is like, that is a strategy, and obviously you want to do like, okay, if that is the strategy, using the social media, specifically Facebook, like, am I going which route? Is it the free way or is it the paid ads, right? So for the paid ads strategy, totally different, and for the free, the strategy is totally different. Okay, so how do I get the copy of the book? So the copy of the book, the Traffic Secrets, is below this video. Once I post this, the link will be available to you guys. And then it's actually a free. You can get the free copy of this, but it just basically cover the shipping. And then, guys, there's in some way this, the Russell Brunson makes money. This will total transparency. When you go through his funnels, then he will be offering, some additional, products, but you get the book. So if you need like, hey, I need a book and I want to read this book, then just get the book, right? So if you don't want to read, and guys, as I said, he's one of my, mentors, and I have other books that I'm reading. I read this book 5 times, trust me, right? So if you're the person like Kamal, I will get the information and start implementing. This is where you will get the results. And again, link will be below this video. So let's see. I started with the single carrier and I got 3 referrals from the same carrier. Awesome. And a lot of my students will say this, that, hey, Kamal, I implemented the strategies and I got the carriers. And as I said, remember, like, if you serve your carriers, they will be talking to other, carriers as well. They'll be referring like to other owner operators, right? Specifically owner operators. The owner operators is the guy who owns the truck and trailer and obviously drives. And then they'll be like at the, truck stop, and then they'll be talking about like, hey, who's your dispatcher? And trust me, they talk a lot about the dispatchers, right? In a good way and a bad way. So if you do your work and if you deliver what's promised, then obviously you will get referrals. Absolutely. So guys, this will be the relatively quick video, and today's a Friday. I know I would, take one more question if you guys have one. If not, then as you guys know, we do these live, training on Thursdays and Fridays. So if you have questions, please let me know. If not, then we'll meet on Thursday and we'll go from there. Thanks.